The question about where is the boundary between coaching and therapy has to begin with the understanding that it's blurred. You know, it's not discrete categories. They're overlapping to some extent. But the way that I try to differentiate this really looks at two things. One is coaching is very much behavioral, and what are people going to do differently? Therapy tends to look at how do you feel about this? What caused this? Where did this come from? So that second distinction is more about the cause and the past and what influenced you and how did this come to be? And coaching is more about the future. What will you do differently tomorrow? And so in my presentation, the person that I was coaching in the demonstration actually had an issue that could have gone either way. Had she gone to a therapist, the therapist could have been very helpful, but would have focused more on where do these feelings come from and what's blocking you and where does that blockage come from and how can we explore those root cause issues? And my questions were about, so what do you want to do about it? What will help you make progress tomorrow? What's one thing you can do to get started? And so both sets of questions are useful, and I might ask both kinds of questions. But to me, it's an issue of what's the fundamental focus? Is the focus on behavior and action and moving forward right now versus understanding the underlying issues? There are also topics that just inherently lend themselves to therapy and are not appropriate for coaching, and vice versa. So depression, if there's real depression or substance abuse, these are topics that are appropriate for therapy and not for coaching. If it's how do I be a more effective strategic thinker, coaching is ideal.